And welcome to tonight's matchup between the Fountain Valley Danes and your Regis Jesuit Raiders. Sorry we started late. We had some difficulties with our Wi-Fi connection, but now we are live, up and running. It is 0-0 at the start of the first period with 14 minutes left in the game. And tonight, the Fountain Valley Danes traveled all the way out from Colorado Springs. They're looking to get a win, otherwise it's going to be a long bus ride home. Joey, how do you think this game's going to play out?
Well, if you're Fountain Valley, you're definitely looking to play as hard as you can so you're not going home on a bad bus. That's the one thing you don't want to do is travel all this way and then go home empty-handed.
Right now, puck in the Raiders' defensive zone, looking to clear it. Cut out by number 18 for the Fountain Valley Danes, Sage Marshall from Telluride, Colorado. This this Fountain Valley Danes team's got players from all over the nation and the world. One of their star players, Trevor Schott, is from Oregon, and they have a player, Oleski Pulkila, from Vanta, Finland, and Jakub Miska from Liberec, Czech Republic. So they're a boarding school. They got players from all over the country and the world. Shot from the blue line by number 5, Oleski Pulaki. Raiders looking to clear, send it down. Goalie asking for icing. It's going to be called, and going to be a face-off up in the Raiders' offensive zone. Joey, what are your keys to the game tonight?
Fast pace, definitely for both teams, looking to quickly play and get that early goal and go ahead on top, especially if you're Fountain Valley against a very good Raider team coming off a state championship and, for that fact, a national championship.
That is right. And for me, the keys to the game is how do you stop Trevor Schott? He has 5 goals of the Fountain Valley Danes, 9 goals on the season. Granted, they've only played 1 game, but he has 5/9 of all their goals. And he has 2 assists as well, so he's definitely a star offensive player. I think the Raiders need to shut him down if they want to win this game. Puck being sent around the net. Number 2 for Regis. Sean Brennan trying to control it. Has it, tries to put it in front, blocked out. Number 4 for Regis, Brady Hall, takes a slap shot, called offside. The puck was brought outside of the zone and then back in.
Not too sure about that call, Quigley. Puck looked very close to coming out of the zone, but looked to be in. So rough call for the Raiders. Let's see if they can bounce back from that.
I feel like the Raiders are such a strong face-off team that they might as well have taken that because the shot that Hall took was not very strong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Quigley. With the Raiders being such a strong face-off team and that weak shot from Hall is a good combination, actually, for the Raiders.
Another face-off out in the Raiders' offensive zone. Puck hit the ceiling net, called out of bounds. Raiders lose the draw, controlled behind the net by number 5, Oleski Pulkila, looking to clear it out of his zone. He does, and the Raiders steal it back. It's going to be a 2-on-3, taking their time to get in, and they're just going to dump it into the zone. Great defense by Hall there, cutting out that pass.
The Raiders' defense through their last state championship run and through their national champion run has been Coach Woodley's bread and butter. So, for obviously, Coach Woodley is going to try to keep that mindset of having great D being the center of this team.
Absolutely right, and the Raiders keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Just great forecheck pressure from these Raiders. Hall going to get a substitution. On for the Raiders comes number 10, Jack O'Neill. Puck still enough. There's a shot. Trickles past the pipe. Bounced after it was deflected by a Fountain Valley player. Fountain Valley looking to move the puck up the zone, dump it into the Raiders' offensive zone. Trying to hustle it down as Trevor Schott, player we were talking about earlier. And Raiders going to control and look to delayed penalty, probably be boarding on Trevor Schott. Raiders going to take their time, get their extra man out, and try to get a 6-on-5 going.
The Raiders on this 6-on-5 coming on right now, looking to go up the wing and catch Fountain Valley off guard, but that's not going to work, and Fountain Valley is going to cut that out and going to get the penalty.
And that's going to be a 2-minute minor for interference on Trevor Schott. Raiders going to go up on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Hopefully they can do something with it. Raiders historically have been a very strong power play team, but it's new year, new players, new season.
Right you are, Quigley. A lot of goals off the power plays last year. Not sure how many they have off the power play this year, but definitely a lot last year. So, again, Coach Woodley looking to keep a lot of the same things last year because it obviously worked for him.
And there's 2 delayed penalties in a row. I believe they're both on Regis Jesuit. So taking away their power play opportunity, now they're both going to be down. And it'll be 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 51 seconds.
Actually, Quigley, it looks like 2 guys for the Raiders are going in the box, and it might be a 4-on-3.
4-on-3. This is where the Raiders shine. They love to play defense in tight situations. I don't know why they do it to themselves, but they certainly love to.
This could cause a huge momentum swing here, either way for each team, Quigley. If the Raiders can stop this or if Fountain Valley can get a goal, either way, it could change the outcome of the game.
Cannon of a shot from Oleski Pulkila from the blue line, blocked by Eric Flores. Eric Flores getting the start tonight. Good to see him in there.
Yeah, Quigley, he's been a very, very strong player from the Raiders early on in the season, and Coach Woodley loves to see that, especially out of a great season from Sam Harden last year. But unfortunately, he's not back with the Raiders, so Eric Flores obviously taking in a big role.
Sam is back with the Raiders this year. He just does not get the start tonight. Small correction. Eric Flores has the 1 shutout for the Raiders this season and cleared out very well. Going to get a line change, and there's no icing on penalties, so that's why they can just launch it. It doesn't matter. Looks like we got 27 Connor Brennan out there with Brady Hall and their 3rd defender on this line, number 18, Logan Baca.
Connor Brennan with a big hit as one of the Fountain Valley players entered the zone there, Quigley.
Big hit by Brady Hall down the line. Puck trickles in front of the net, and Eric Flores denies it. Baca has control and launches it down the ice, clearing it, killing the penalty. Very well done by the Raiders.
Great D so far here on the 4-on-3 from the Raiders. Absolutely strong.
Breakaway for the Raiders, 27. Connor Brennan misses the shot wide, blocked by Fountain Valley goalie number 31, Tyler Martin. Absolutely great goalkeeping.
Dangerous play there from Fountain Valley, just giving that puck away in the neutral zone. And Connor Brennan had a wide open breakaway, but just couldn't get it past the Fountain Valley goalie.
And now we have both Raiders in the box for the next 9 seconds, a 5-on-3 for 9 seconds. The Raiders really need to win this faceoff and dump that puck into their offensive zone.
Absolutely. 5-on-3 is a huge advantage for Fountain Valley.
Fountain Valley wins the faceoff. Number 10, Trevor Schott takes a shot, blocked by Eric Flores. Fight for possession in the corner. Fountain Valley has the control up top. Shot by number 5, Oleski Pulkila again, saved by Eric Flores right in his chest. That's great goaltending right there.
Yeah, you're right, Quigley. Absolutely great save. Raiders got enough time on that to waste those 9 seconds and get those 2 players out of the box, and we're back at full strength.
Great defense from the Raiders, just absolutely taking that puck away from the Danes, and they're going to work it up with number 5, Connor Harshman. Number 3, Connor Wigton. Controlling the puck in their zone, pushes it in front, looking for someone to put it home, and there was no one there. Cleared out by Trevor Schott, number 10, down to the offensive zone. Eric Flores taps it forward to his own player, 6, Carter Alcock, and the Raiders are going to go back on the offense. Delayed penalty, number, I believe, 18, going to be called for high sticking.
You see a lot more high sticking calls in the NHL, but I'm kind of surprised. But
I'm not seeing a lot of calls of anything in the NHL this year, Joey, that lockout.
Yeah, but still, quickly, I'm referring to last season.
Of course. No penalty, though. Just an infraction to be faced off 5-on-5. Raiders control it. Big shot from number 15, Roman West from the blue line, stopped by Tyler Martin.
the Raiders' offense looking pretty strong so far. They're looking to they've been dumping the puck in the front of the net a lot, but just no one has been there, which is kind of surprising after they've been doing it so much.
Roman West with another shot, misses it wide down in the corner. Raiders trying to win it back. Great board play by the Raiders, really just controlling the puck, controlling the offense, just playing their game.
Looked like a tripping penalty there, but no call, which was kind of surprising.
It was almost too close to call. It was one of those make or break calls, and good no call by the ref. Icing by the Danes, going to be face off in the offensive zone for the Raiders. And while we have a break, let's talk about these Regis Raiders. They're 3-0 on the season. Opening game, they won 8-0 against Columbine. Next game, 2-1 against Bishop Mashbuff, and 5-2 at Air Academy. They've been playing great this season. They're 3-0, and I'd love to see them keep that streak alive.
Absolutely, Quigley. And that 5-2 win over Air Academy was actually a third-period comeback by the Raiders, which is a huge deal to not drop that game.
Right, you are. Fight for possession on the boards down the offensive zone. Raiders control it. Shot by number 18, Logan Bacher from the blue line. Deflected away, Tyler Martin. And the Danes are going to clear it out, send it down to defensive zone. Bacher's going to control it, take it behind his net, take his time, look for clear up. Gets it forward, 2-on-1. Looking for a shot, number 24. Connor Duffy puts it over the net, just above the goalie's glove. Fight possession along the boards again. Number 10, Trevor Schott, trying to make his way through the Raider defense. The Raider defense just so physical. They're not having it.
Absolutely right, Quigley. That Raider defense has just been so solid through this first period and so solid throughout this season so far, even though it's quite early.
Raiders take possession again, looking to clear it. Try to get it across, bounces off the skate of number 8 for the Raiders, Alec Eichinger. There's going to be an icing call on the Raiders. Face off down in their own defensive zone.
Interesting thing here, Quigley, is that Fountain Valley does not have many players on their bench at all compared to the Raiders. They have absolutely, it looks like just enough for like 2 shifts.
They have 5 and 2 goalies sitting on their bench, where the Raiders look like they have enough players just to run this team into the ground. So I feel like that might be a factor come the third period of this game.
Absolutely.
Shot from the blue line, number 5. Oleski Pulkila almost got past Eric Flores. Shaky save, but he pushed it out of the net. Alec Eichinger looking to grab that with his hand, almost gets it, and he controls it. Dekes past one man. Number 6 for the Raiders, Carter Alcott, coming in to help him out. Takes it around the net, looking for a cross pass. No one there. Big hit from Trevor Schott, sending our assistant captain, number 27, Connor Brennan, right into the board. Looks a little shaken up. Alec Eichinger fighting for the puck, controls it. Looking to send it down the boards to 27, Connor Brennan. Great deke by Connor Brennan. Puts it off the post, and it's going to be goal for the Raiders by number 27, Connor Brennan. Absolutely gorgeous play. Great rebound play by the Raiders. Gets it off the post and then absolutely swarming the front of the net to try to get that rebound. Great work by the Raiders.
That was incredible, Quigley. That move that Connor Brennan just put on that Fountain Valley defender was just absolutely beautiful. Just textbook perfect. And Connor rings it off the post the first time and then absolutely just buries it home past the Fountain Valley goalie.
And what you see going on the ice right now is that the Regis Raiders are having a charity event right now where after we scored our first goal, all the fans that brought teddy bears to the game would throw them on the ice, and they would be collected and given to children's hospital patients. So not only fundraising tonight, it's going to be a fun game of hockey.
Great to see the hockey team wanting to raise up some charity and help those kids that are less fortunate than us for the winter.
Right you are, Joey. And, you know, that goal all started with Alec Eichinger and Connor Brennan fighting for that puck in the offensive zone, doing everything they can to get possession, and they did, and it turned into a beautiful goal.
Hard work from Alec Eichinger to work that puck just around the boards and just don't give up on it and just fight for it and then dish it to Connor Brennan, who had a beautiful move.
Absolutely great offense from the Raiders. I am so impressed with that deke he put on the defender, that shot off the post, and the swarming rebound play. That was absolutely incredible.
Looked like one of the moves from NHL. Not real life, of course, because that's in a lockout.
Of course, I don't think those jokes will ever get old. And while they're still bagging up the rest of the teddy bears, we're going to take a quick break and see you right back here on RJ Live. And we're back here on RJ Live. My color commentator, Joey Bunnell, myself, Joe Quigley, my producer, Squid Schmitz, and our fearless cameraman, Tyler Ballinger. Continuing this first period, Raiders controlling the puck in the defensive zone, looking to send it forward. Great pass to the middle, all the way up to number 2, Sean Brennan, looking for some offense. Controls it down in the corner, looking for sneak it past the near side post. The goalie stops it, back to the other corner. This board play by the Fountain Valley Danes is so strong. I haven't seen much of that out of a high school team.
Definitely not. They're definitely taking advantage of those boards, but the Raiders have responded very well and are matching their level of play.
Right. Yes, they are. And the Raiders are just absolutely swarming this puck in the offensive zone. Their forecheck is so strong. It's almost like Fountain Valley can't even get it past half line. The Raiders are playing so well.
It might be an effect of not having many players on the bench. I know it's early in the game, but you can get tired during a hockey game, and with a forecheck like the Raiders, it could really get tiring for these Fountain Valley players, and you can definitely see it showing.
Yes, you can, and there's going to be both teams getting a line change icing called. Yeah, there's going to be a face-off down in the Raiders' offensive zone.
Another fact here about the starting line for the Raiders is that actually Sean Brennan and Connor Brennan, who are brothers, are on the same line together. And you imagine that they have some sort of special connection, huh, Quigley?
Some brother chemistry out there, definitely just making moves, making goals.
Absolutely, just textbook passing, just pass, shoot, and score.
Raiders are going to win the draw, trying to get it around the other side. Number 8, Eichinger there, lays a big hit on him. Number 18 for the Danes, Sage Marshall, tries to put a deke. Great defense by 15, Roman West, selling out his body to not let him have a breakaway.
That's true dedication from Roman West right there. The Fountain Valley player just tried to pull a deke like Connor Brennan did, but Roman West read it perfectly and just gave up the body and blocked that from him getting the Fountain Valley player getting a breakaway.
It's just great defense like the Raiders have been known to play. Last couple of years they've been known to play strong defense, and it hasn't changed since.
Absolutely, Quigley. Like we've said before, that Raider D is so strong. And again, the Raiders have a face-off that they win because they're so strong.
But the Fountain Valley Danes are now on a power play, 2-minute call over Roman West for interference. I don't quite agree with that call, but I didn't see it the same way the ref did, so I can't really say he's wrong. Raiders trying to clear it out of the zone, bounces off the backboards. Number 17 for the Danes, Brendan Wood, controls it. Sending the round to the other side. Raiders looking to do anything to clear this puck.
The Raiders working really hard, but I don't know why they tried to dump it around the opposite side of the boards. That isn't going to get all the way out. That was just shocking, but they finally do get it out, and they got a forecheck going, and it looks like they're going to try to change lines, which they do.
Connor Wigton just takes the puck away and walks around right in the goalie untouched and couldn't quite put it away right into Tyler Marin's glove. Absolutely great save. I'd love to see Connor Wigton finish that next time, though.
Again, seeing a strong forecheck, not only just from one player that time, but still it works out, and Fountain Valley just can't stop it so far.
Raiders win the draw again. Eichinger trying to get the puck back after it was taken away from him. Number 11 for the Raiders puts it away. Goal for the Raiders. Kirk Underwood absolutely just trickles that one by the goalie for Fountain Valley.
Looks like it deflected off of one of the...
Pardon me, that was not Kirk Underwood. I believe that was Alec Eichinger with that goal.
That goal didn't look to be what Alec Eichinger was looking to doing. He looked to almost get a shot off, but it was deflected, and the goalie reacted to his first shot and then didn't react to the deflection, and it just trickled by him.
And let's keep in mind, that's a shorthanded goal for the Raiders. They're still going to be down 5-on-4 for the next 55 seconds. And you love seeing that kind of play from the Raiders. They're even down a man, and they could put one away. That's gonna come back to you at the end of this game.
Absolutely. Coach Woodley just pushing his men so hard just to play their hearts out, even when they're down, and not set back on defense too once they have a lead.
Trevor Schott looking to put some moves, gets a pass up to Garrett Van Wy, moving into the zone. Stops it, turns around, looks for his players up top, passes it to the middle across 17. Brendan Wood misses the pass. Luckily, Eric Flores is ready for it. Trevor Schott taking his time behind the net, looking for some offense, trying to back down Logan Baca. Brings it around the front, across Oleski Pulkila. Sorry, his name's very hard to pronounce. Puts it up and over. Eric Flores blocks it and sends it into the ceiling. Going to be another face-off.
Some great passing from Fountain Valley right there. Just some tic-tac-toe passing and using the boards to shield the Regis Raiders players, and then firing it across for a wide-open shot, but got deflected.
2 minutes left in this first period. Great shot by Trevor Schott. Glove save by Eric Flores. He was ready for it, and that was a just absolutely marvelous save from Eric out there.
Great reactions from Flores, the Raiders goalie, just absolutely saving that rocket of a shot.
Just absolutely fantastic. And the Raiders are still down for the next 5 seconds. Up 2-0. Looking to clear this puck. Number 14 for the Raiders, Thomas Jade, just sends it square into the rafters. It's going to be another face-off.
Luckily, I think Thomas J.D. was actually purposely doing that, so because he knew that there was not much time on the power play, but just wanted to get a line change.
It's great game awareness. Now we're going to be 5-on-5. Puck goes down to the corner. 16 for the Danes goes down. Seamus Croak. And it's going to be a 2-on-1 for the Raiders. Looking to get it across, gets it, and a goal for the Raiders, number 2, Sean Brennan. Absolutely magnificent goal. Great pass from number 27, Connor Brennan. There are the brothers making moves out there. Making moves, making passes, making goals. Connor and Sean Brennan, absolutely beautiful.
As I said before, it's just pass, shoot, and score. Pass, shoot, and score.
That was a great shot placement, too. Just above the goalie's blocker, right inside the pipe. It doesn't get better than that.
Looked like one of the 2-on-1s that the Soviet Union did against the USA team back in 1980?
That was definitely before my time, but I do remember watching that game recorded. Great defense from the Raiders. It's going to be a shot stopped by one of the Raider defensemen. Looking to get their offense going. 3-on-2, now turning to 3-on-3. Dumps it into the zone, trying to get their forecheck going. Oleski Pulkila, absolutely just strong player. It looks like he's got a good 2 or 3 inches on everybody out here, and he's just absolutely fantastic of a player. I already like watching this guy.
Absolutely. He is a giant player. He just tops everyone out there, and he can just dominate them, but the Raiders have shut him down pretty well.
Pass across the front, doesn't connect with anyone. Logan Baca on the ice now looking to play some defense. Great hit by the assistant captain, Connor Brennan. That was magnificent, but it's going to be a penalty on Connor Brennan. Or pardon me, not Connor. Can't see his number from here, but as soon as I find out, I will let you know. Sorry, Nathan Haas, number 21.
Not quite sure what that call was for, Quigley. Didn't see anything that happened. I just thought it was an offsides on the Raiders, but I guess it was a penalty.
And now the Raiders are going to be down 5-on-4 for another 2 minutes with 38 seconds left in this first period. Clearing it out of the zone. Great play. Great hustle from Connor Wigton trying to beat the man down to the zone, and he does. Goalie has to come out and play it. 17, Brendan Wood controls the puck, sends it up to number 9, Garrett Van Wy, looking to get some offense going on the power play. Brady Hall controls, trying to send it forward, and he does. Great defense from the Raiders.
Again, the Raiders clearing that puck out and trying to work the forecheck to get another shorthanded goal as they did on their last power play.
Right, and looks like the Fountain Valley Daners are going to take this one into the period and continue their power play at the start of the second. And now we have it, the end of the first period. The score, 3 for Regis Jesuit, 0 for Fountain Valley. We'll be right back for an intermission update and an interview with senior captain forward Brian Ing. Welcome back, hockey fans. Right now we're going to play a quick interview for you. It's going to be senior forward Brian Ing for the Regis Jesuit Raiders. Absolutely fantastic player. Talking about tonight's game. So just there'll be a few seconds of dead air while we get this interview set up.
Entering into a 4-game homestand, how important is tonight's game?
It's really important, especially against Fountain Valley. They've always put up a pretty good team. They've got some really good players as well, so it'll be a good challenge, and I think it'll prepare us for later in the year.
In the last 4 years, you've beaten Fountain Valley all 3 times you've played them. What are your keys to the game going into the night with that in mind?
I think we need to shut down their big guys. They've got some really talented players, some big scorers. If we can shut them down, I think we can generate enough offense and put them down.
Thank you, Brian. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that was senior forward Brian Ing talking about tonight's game. In that interview, he mentioned that if they want to win tonight, they have to stop their big players. And so far, I'd say they've done that. 3-0, I feel like they've stopped Fountain Valley's big players. Do you agree, Joey?
Absolutely, Quigley, especially number 5 for Fountain Valley, Alexi Polkila, who is just a giant out there, absolutely just towering over all the Raiders. But again, the Raiders have just shut him down, and he hasn't been able to do much out there. So it's been really good, a really good first period for the Raiders, and hoping they continue it into the second period.
Right, they have. And we'll see you back here on RJ Live for the start of the second period in just a few minutes. Here's the interview.
This is Joe Quigley here with junior defender Jack O'Neal. Jack, Trevor Schott is Fountain Valley's star player. 5 goals, 2 assists last game. How are you going to stop him tonight?
Well, it's always good to recognize when they have a key player on the ice. But I think if we stick with our team defense, just a box and one, and just keep them to the outside, I think that him, along with his team, they're going to have a lot of trouble scoring. So recognize where he is, but just focus on them as a whole.
Fountain Valley's played 1 game this season, and your Regis Raiders have played 3 games. Is that going to affect tonight's game at all?
Well, they blew out Stanley Lake in their first game, and we have had a couple closer games with Match Buff and Air Academy. So I feel a composure aspect to the game is going to be a big part of it, and we've had 2 close games, and they haven't at all, so we'll see how that, I think it should play out a little bit.
Sam Harden has a club team game tonight, so he can't be with the Raiders. Who's going to start in goal, and how's that going to affect the game?
Well, Eric Flores is going to start tonight. I assume Woodley never really makes up his mind till last minute, but Sam's a great goalie, and he holds in a lot of rebounds, but Eric is also really good, and he's done a great job so far, so it shouldn't be that big of a twist. I think Eric will do fine.
Thank you. Good luck tonight.